Hello my many followers and halfway students. Today we are going to be making ice cream. So as always we need to wash our hands for 20 seconds. A very important step. So you're going to get yourself a nice bit of soap. You're going to turn your tap on. You're going to get a nice lather going all the way between them fingers. Wrap around the thumbs. And then obviously you're going to get washing. Now as we've said before, you know, could sing the happy birthday song, you could sing, what was it, Mr. Oakley?
She'll be coming around the mountain.
She'll be coming round the mountain. Anything will do, as long as you wash those hands for 20 seconds, turn off your tap and give them a dry. So the ingredients are, for the ice cream, 4 eggs, 100 grams of caster sugar, some vanilla essence for that vanilla ice cream, of course, and 300 millilitres of double cream. Dead easy, bish bash bosh, we'll throw this together in no time. So the first step we're going to take is getting our 4 eggs, and we just want the egg white from the eggs, not the yolk. The egg whites we use to protect the yolk because that is an embryo if it's fertilised. So the way we're going to do this is going to be really tricky and challenging, but try your best, you may need some parents' help. So as always, we're just going to crack our egg and open it up, and what we're going to do, instead of just pouring this all out, we're going to take this nice and steady, keeping that egg yolk, that big yellow thing, inside the egg. We're just going to keep switching and turning and letting all that white come into that bowl. So as you can see, I'm just keeping that yolk in there and making sure all the egg whites get out. So you should be left with just that. So we've already done the first one, now let's get the other 3 in. So if you follow me once again, same process again, making sure we don't get any of that shelling, and let's get all that egg white. If you do get a little bit of yolk in, it's not to worry, you know, it's not the end of days, we'll continue, we'll survive. Won't we, Mr. Oakley?
Of course.
Yeah, bigger things to worry about. So now, I already put 1 egg in before we did any filming, just to practice. So we've now got 3 egg whites in there. So we're now going to put the 4th egg white in there. And that, so breaking news, Mr. Hick has put his egg whites into the bowl. Now, Mr. Oakley, as you just said to me, why are the egg whites called egg whites? Because to me, that isn't looking white, that's looking a bit clear and maybe a bit yellow.
Looks a bit yellow. I'm not quite sure. Maybe they'll be able to write in the comments why they think that might be.
Oh, okay, maybe they could do that. You're not going to give them the answer, that's fine. Breaking news, the egg whites are in the bowl. The next step is to get your whisker, which I finally bought one, hey, and we're going to whisk our egg whites until they are stiff, white peaks. So, follow me, Mr. Oakley, come down and watch my new whisker at large. So we're just going to keep whisking this until it's stiff peaks. Now, this may take a while, so we'll come back to you once it's done. So, as you can see, me and Mr. Oakley do not have an electric whisker, which has taken a while, but it's fine, we're getting there. It's a lot of force, a lot of effort for these soft, thick peaks, but we'll do it. Catch us shortly. So we've now got our stiff peaks around about 5 minutes later, after me and Mr. Oakley aggressively going at this. And what we now need to do is slowly add our sugar, 100 grams worth, remember. We're going to keep continuous adding this and keep on whisking until we continue to get more and more stiff and glossy this time peaks within our eggs. So I'm going to just quickly put this in, and we're going to mix, we're going to mix, we're going to mix. So catch us in a bit once this is all mixed and it's nice and glossy. Whew, my arms are killing. I know Mr. Oakley's are. Another 5 minutes later of whisking upon whisking, we've now got a glossy, stiff, peaked cream consistency. Now, Mr. Oakley, we've got some more whisking to do.
And a broken whisker.
And a broken whisker, of course. It started off massive, it's now tiny. So we've now got to get the double cream, and we've got to whisk that into soft peaks this time, so it might be a little bit easier. So, we get our 300ml, this is 300ml, exactly, into our other bowl. It's got to be a separate bowl, people. You're going to wash your whisk and you're going to start whisking that. So 5 minutes later, once again, me and Mr. Oakley have formed these into soft peaks. Now, what you have to do is, we're going to get a wooden spoon and we're going to fold all of this in. Now, we're going to also add our vanilla essence in. So I'm going to get all of this, I'm going to put it in with my egg whites and my sugar, get it all in there, and it's then going to be folded in and made into like a meringue consistency is what we want. As always, get that word consistency in there. We're just going to keep getting all of this out. We don't want to lose any cream. As you can see, it's taking its time to come out. But once it's in, we're just going to start folding. So that isn't a whisk, that's a fold. It's in and it's folding. I'm going to keep folding and folding. But while we're doing that, I'm going to get my vanilla. I'm not going to drop any this week, Mr. Oakley.
Yeah, don't waste it.
I'm going to put a teaspoon on, because that's all it needs in there. And I'm just going to continue to fold all of this in. When we've got the right consistency, we will come back and we will show you what you need to be looking for when you're doing yours. So literally, it's only taken us about a minute to combine all of this mixture together, and I think we're now quite happy to put this into our container. So we're going to just pour it in there, get it all in. As always, we don't want to lose any of this. I'm going to just flatten it out. I've gone for a 2 litre container. As you can see, there's still plenty of room left in that. Perhaps a 1.6 litre container would be suffice. I know you can get them at Morrison's for about £1.50 or something like that, quite cheap. So we're going to put that in there, and then all we need to do, nice and simply, put a lid on. Follow me, Mr. Oakley, to the freezer. Put it into your freezer and leave to set for 2 hours. Oh, look at that. As you can see, Mr. Oakley got a bit hungry and so he had a spoonful of it. I think I'm going to join him and do the same. So, not too solid, but absolutely lovely, that. Divine. What I've done here, I've got the ice cream that we've made, I've got the chocolate fudge cake that we made, and I've put them together. It can be absolutely delicious.